Hello. When I woke up this morning, I could not figure out which day it was, but it turns out it's Tuesday and that I don't have anything really big I have to do today, which is nice. So I can YouTube. I really have to get in the right mindset before I do this kind of video, and I had to take a huge break because I just wasn't in my right mind at all for so long. It felt like, or almost at all, so little that I just didn't feel like talking to anyone else almost in the like few hours a day that I'm feeling like a normal person. I'm just complaining. Rawr. Rawr, grr, rawr, rawr, rawr. Oh. So, what shall I talk about today? Anytime I have free time, my mind seems to be drifting to my childhood. This is not new. This is PTSD, as far as I've understood, although no one has told me no one has diagnosed me with PTSD, but do they need to? Why aren't they doing it? I've told everyone, I think. But I don't know what's going on. I'm not a doctor. I don't know how stuff works sometimes. People are so confusing to me. So, yeah. That's what's going on with me. And you know what? My mind just keeps going back to the transformed wife on YouTube here. And not just her attitude in general, and the prudishness and sexism. She seems to hate women that are younger than her and want them to just accept their slave condition. It's very hostile. I don't know, it's is she menopausal? I don't want to be rude, but hormones are real. And sometimes when people are in a religious cult, which it doesn't just have to be on a compound, you guys. It can be a cult just if the culture is affecting the people negatively, and yet they don't change and they don't stop and they fight to keep doing it. They're all stuck in an abusive pattern. If that makes sense. A cult is like an abusive relationship that the whole group keeps going, like an abuse cycle with a higher power, or with some kind of, somebody's the leader and that's the one who abuses the people. If that makes sense. And yeah, it's very disturbing. So if it's not a cult, then people say something when someone does something wrong, and people are allowed to change, things grow, etc. But when it's a cult, all they do is lock you in tighter when you complain. And if you say there's a serious problem, or that you're going to leave, they lock that shit down. They punish you. They shame you. They're terrified. They warn you of the dangers outside of the flock. In Satan's world. They're not joking. It's fucked. If I haven't mentioned it in this video, I am ex-Jehovah's Witness. I often joke that I'm Amish. I hope that doesn't offend anyone. I have more respect for the Amish culture than I do for Jehovah's Witnesses, to be honest. But I know that there's a similarity there when people hold on to the past and they're not willing to grow. And the idea of Amish or Mennonite culture is not allowing people to wear colors or something, or like mix fabrics and shit like that. It's just like in the Bible, literally, it says something like Jesus came to replace the law and it shouldn't be like every little thing. You know what I mean? Shouldn't be like stressors on the people and adding extra rules and like stress and lording it over the people or whatever. There's all this stuff about how the Jewish religious leaders are like just trying to be famous and just taking all the money for themselves and wearing fancy shit, and like that's not what it's supposed to be about. And Jesus was like pissed off because, that's that story about Jesus going in and throwing the tables over like Rambo. He's like, fuck this, you guys. Like Rambo. I don't know, I guess that's not exactly like Rambo, is it? I've seen Rambo. It's not really like that. I don't know what that, like the Terminator. He doesn't really throw tables over though, so Timothy Oliphant, Justified. I like that guy. I'm weird. Anyway, so whatever. I don't remember why I was talking about all that stuff. It's just it kind of all fits together. Me. So, yes. Yes, so the transformed wife. My mind goes back to that. Because I can't get off my mind the video where she says that somebody she knows, a woman, asked her if it was rape if she told her husband not to have sex with her, and then she woke up and he was. So she was asleep and he started doing it after she told him before she went to sleep she didn't want to, or something. And she asked this Lori woman, for some reason she looks up to her, obviously, which is unfathomable to me, kind of, but also I remember being in a cult and the old ladies can have like some serious power sometimes, okay? You don't really understand just exactly how scary this woman is to me. Because she's not joking and she doesn't see what's wrong with what she's saying, and she's fueled by some sort of hormone depletion, which is no fucking joke, okay? I'm sorry that it's rude, but I'm just really bothered that I haven't heard anything about anyone checking on the woman who was raped, because she didn't want to send her husband to the police, but basically she told this Lori woman, the transformed wife, that's her YouTube channel, that she was raped by her husband, because that's what that story says. Yes, that's a rape. I don't know why people are not saying that's a rape and that this woman needs like somebody to come in and see, is she okay? Where does she live? I'm so freaked out by the situation, I can't even rewatch the video, to be honest. But I just keep thinking about it again, and I just keep thinking about it again, and Jacqueline's like really excited with her fiance, and they're getting married and everything. But it's like Jacqueline Glenn's video touching on the subject, which she did. Jacqueline Glenn made a video specifically about the video I'm talking about from the transformed wife, if you want to watch her video instead, if you're curious. but it just, she didn't seem to know what to say, and I understand, because it's just kind of baffling, like, of course, don't do things you don't want to do, but this woman wasn't doing something she didn't want to do, she was asleep. She told him no, she went to sleep, she woke up, and he was raping her. Without her consent. Obviously. Because then she asks this woman, is that a rape? Then this woman says, not if you don't want to turn him into the police. That's the punchline, huh? Except this is real, apparently. Did she make that story up? Sounds like she didn't make it up. And I think that's really fucked up. Eventually, maybe I'll get to there. I just wish someone would do it faster than me. I'm disabled. I'm applying for disability, and I'm so bad at everything that I can't even convince the people that I'm disabled, even though I am. I have to, like, wait so long for everything. I barely have anything, okay? And I'm in pain all the time. I'm stressed. I'm depressed. I have anxiety problem. I'm on medication. I have rape trauma. I have domestic violence trauma. I have PTSD flashbacks from my childhood. I was in a cult. Okay, these are all the reasons why I'm, like, fucked up right now. Besides the fact that my mom used to hit me in the head. I've been in several car accidents where I have scars on my head. What if that's some kind of, like, compound brain trauma? I have my own problems I'm really freaked out about. And I can, like, literally can't do anything for this woman. The rape victim. And I just kind of feel really freaked out that it's, like, falling right by the wayside, or that if someone has investigated, they haven't told anyone about it. I mean, do we want people to think they finally get the word out somehow? Maybe this lady told it to her like that so she would tell. So someone would know. I mean, who is she and where is she? She's in a cult. She can't get out. Everyone she knows lives there. She's married there, and she can't work because she's in a cult. I don't know that, but that's what I'm picturing. Because what if that's a situation? It's very realistic to me, and I don't know if that's paranoid, but I don't think it is. It really bothers me, and I just wish that I could keep my shit together long enough to, like, send a normal message, like, an adult. Yes, because I'm 31 years old, okay? And this is how I am still. This is how I am right now. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what else to do. I can't. I don't know. So I'm doing this right now, and I'm hoping that this does something extra. I guess I'll just keep trying. This is my second video on this subject, specifically of this video. My first video was entitled Hello to Jacqueline Glenn and Mr. Atheist, and I know that's not the official way, but I'm weird, okay? I'm sorry. I am shy and awkward, and I just want somebody to not be raped. Like, how long is she still being raped after that? Because when was that video actually, and when did the lady actually... It's just like, I'm very upset that this is real. I'm just having, like, weird cramps in my body. It doesn't feel nice. Feel like I'm triggering, like, my own rape memories, probably, and I don't remember which one. It happened too many times before I was old enough to understand even who was who. Because I had bad eyesight when I was a kid, and I couldn't tell the difference between people, and I was so little and just like, whoa. There were so many people. There was way too many people for me to understand who was who. I knew mom and not mom, and then I learned other people, like, as I went out, you know, like, as I got older, I gradually learned the other people, you know? could tell certain people who look at you in the face or whoever's holding you, you know what I mean? Like the adults, but then I had so many cousins. I had so many siblings. Ow, now my back hurts. Like really bad. Like back cramps, like super cramping on my left side, like in my hip. And it was happening all the time, different times, just like a terrible hip cramps, back cramps, like, and I always want to sit around all crunched up, like, still hurting. So if people think that you can just like do anything you want to little children and it doesn't affect them when they grow up and they don't remember, you know what, sometimes they don't remember and then sometimes they do. And then sometimes even if they don't remember, kind of screwed them over. Like literally you screwed them and screwed them over like their health and their possibilities for the future and being able to stop another person from getting constantly raped because they're having rape trauma that is just like rape trauma triggers or whatever. Like it's so fucking awful. My back hurts. Now it hurts like right in the middle though, which is a little better. Starting to feel a little straighter. It's like so hard to keep my back from hurting. And I don't know if it's from the rapes or the car accidents or my constant hunching to cope with my eating disorder. Like, stupid fucking life. My life, like, is just nightmares. My memories of my life is like nightmares after nightmares after nightmares. And the better that I get, like, the happier that I get, and I'm safe here now, then I have a nice memory of the past that I used to think that was an okay memory. And now I'm, like, looking at it from a safer point of view, and where people are happy and don't expect each other to just get raped and then tell each other it's not a real rape because, like, how bad was it really? Or something. I'm glad that stupid, whatever his face's name, the evil Jeffrey, the evil Jeffrey, the one who was like sexually assaulting all the underage girls and then paying them off and trying to make it like a club membership or something, is like, that guy for so long. He just kept going with that stupid thing. I watched the video, I forget what it's called, but I was like, yep. Super glad that guy's dead. Because, like, what the hell? But it wasn't just him. How does everyone just do whatever someone wants like that if people tell and someone can't keep doing it? Tell somebody until they believe you that it's true. The person who's the victim, I wish they would save themselves, or maybe they are or have. I wish they didn't listen to that lady. I don't want anyone to listen to her except to put to as an example of how fucking nuts somebody can be. Because she's not joking. Did you watch her Super Bowl video? That was current. Okay? Just, like, understand how literally this woman is speaking and that she thinks that. Seriously, that part I'm not unsure about. I'm just like, did she make up the story? Because that's fucked up. But it would be nice to know whether someone's getting raped. Like, and just everyone isn't, no one cares. No one's gonna do anything. Makes me nauseated. Alright, well, that's all for now, bitches. This has been a bad video by Jenna Strawberry. No raping, please. Consent. They have to be awake. And they have to say yes. Okay?